Greetings, fellow humans. I've had a freaking tough month. I'm just like at the point where I'm like, I just need to be real with everybody. Mercury retrograde, Mercury Gatorade just ended, and boy did it do what bad. It did a number on me. Before Mercury retrograde started, I just saw it on TikTok. I was like, oh, I need to be more mindful. I need to make sure that I'm not jumping into conflict with people. I'm just gonna mind my business. I'm gonna try my best to just focus on the things I need to do, which is focus on my dog, focus on my garden, my vegetable garden, and focus on just creating a safe environment for myself. And let me tell you, actually, I brought my journal and I wrote down some things, okay? One thing about me, I love to find a silver lining out of things because it is my copium. If I don't, I will literally go balls to the wall, right? Because if it's not for something, right? If I can't have faith into my spiritual purpose and in the universe, what is it all for? What is all this suffering for? The last time I was here, 1 week ago, I filmed the video, and maybe it was just like a releasing of like something traumatic that happened to me, and it could have easily been avoided, but you know, sometimes humans, they will want to trick you out of your spot, right? Trying to get a reaction, and then once you give that reaction, then they can project whatever labels they can, right? So if they're instigating me to freak out, then it'll be like, whoa, Smelly Monster's crazy. We're being civil. I don't know why, but it's like, if you keep poking the tiger, what do you think's gonna happen? You think I'm gonna be like, yeah. I let it slide 100 times, and then the 101st time, and everybody makes mistakes, and I love giving people grace because it's just human nature, and I hope people give me grace. So, you know, like, I want to cultivate joy and whimsy and grow all together. But if you're hurting me on purpose, or you're hurting other people on purpose, then I don't want anything to do with you. I had a death for myself. Okay, these few months, I've honestly been I wanted to myself. Don't kill yourself, you're too sexy. Ow, mascara. Oh, my mascara hurts, my mascara hurts. Give me a sec, you gorgeous beings. And you might be asking why? Why would you want to kill yourself? You're so young and awesome and funny and charming. Sorry. And it's kind of funny to reflect on this. The last time I've had this kind of tower moment in my life was in 2020 when everything was falling to shit, but it was just one of those, like, it all needs to burn down so the foundation can be solid, and then I can regrow what I need to regrow. And the same thing is happening right now. I'm listening, universe. It's freaking hard, okay? I really, like, cut me some slack, okay? Am I perfect? No, you know? But am I going out of my way to harm people? No. If people are harming me, it gets to a point where, like, you know, I can give a grace a few times, but like after a month of every day being bullied, I will snap back. You know, I do have my limit. And like, ever since I was a child, yeah, one time I was a child too. No, I'm 24 now, but when I was a kid, and honestly still now, I often have periods where I go nonverbal. Yeah, I do go nonverbal. Don't know why, right? It just happens. Especially when I don't feel safe. It's a coping mechanism, right? Like if I'm dealing with too much stress, my brain just goes, okay, I'm shutting the fuck up, because what's the point of talking if nothing is working right now? And what the freak is the purpose of life? Okay? Maybe to be hot and to have fun and to spark joy and whimsy and cultivate that within your communities. Shout out to Amber Aquila, because her YouTube channel has been getting me through this. And I don't know if I'm gonna post my video about the YouTubers that I like, but I'm working on it right now, and it's something that I am pouring my love into instead of dwelling on the things I cannot change. And trust me, I tried. And trust me, I tried to gentle parent the things that I can't change, and it gets to a point, you know? So let me just go over the things I wrote, just cause, you know, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I made a video about like how this man was nagging me for years, and like, you know, I'm a very easy target for a lot of people because I'm very bubbly, and it's just like, you know, when a lot of people, when they see someone that has like a bubbly personality and is sweet and wants to spark love and light into others, it's like, you do not know how much suffering and darkness I am going through and have gone through to do this. And so they just want to shit on you because of their own projections, and they're like, oh, I want you to feel how I feel, and I reject that. Computer, activate firewalls. Computer, make these guys super gay and horny. Pro tip, I'm jumping. If you play video games and there's two people fighting, especially if they're guys, one tried and true method that I use, and I say it in my Mickey Mouse voice, because like online, when you're playing video games, sometimes you will get hate crimes, so you just gotta be really weird so that like there's nothing that they can like come at you with. So I go, computer, make these guys super gay and horny, in that voice, and everybody shuts up, and usually they start laughing, or like, and then everyone starts to get along. Sometimes they'll get into the bit, and then after I go, computer, make sure these people have a nice day, then they realize, why is Mickey Mouse saying this? What is going on? Oh yeah, we're just playing a game. It's not that serious. It always breaks the tension. Anyways, I made this video about like how these people are bullying me, and I actively try to be the bigger person, and if I react in any way, even if it's civil, I get policed on every little small aspect. But when the perpetrator is going at me, nobody says anything, and everybody goes, it's none of my business. It's between you guys. I don't want to get into it. And then I'm like, what? They're just coming at me. I'm not saying anything back to them. I'm being nice. I'm literally giving them outs too. I'll literally be so gracious, okay? But it gets to a level where I go, nah, fuck this. Fuck this. I just don't want anything to do with bullies and people with bad energy. It's just, leave me out of it. There's a little bug in my car. Hold on. Get out, Mr. Bug. I'm scared. Please get the fuck out. Anyways, yeah, I was just dealing with so many issues, and I don't claim it, but it is what it is until it isn't, and like all I can do is focus on myself and the things I can control, right? That's just life. And I feel like sort of a full circle moment where I'm like, oh my god, like this is just like 2020, where like I was shedding off so many things that were holding me back, and in the like now reflecting back on that time, I'm like, thank God, like these people and these things happened. Obviously it was traumatic, but silver lining was I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about human nature. I learned so much about how I want to treat others and how I want to be treated, etc., etc. And it really propelled and like activated this forward motion into my self-growth journey. And obviously I'm always going to be evolving and changing as a person and trying to, you know, evolve into who I'm meant to be. And I don't want any bad habits to calcify, right? And now I'm 24. Like this is the time. Okay, because once you start getting into your 30s and your 40s, everything is mindset. And if you focus on the things you can't change, if you don't change the habits that are holding you back, are keeping you stuck, that are harming you, harming others, they're gonna just keep calcifying into your personality, into your character, and that's no bueno. Okay? So you want to focus on being a good person, figuring out your morals and your values. How do you cultivate safety and joy into your communities, right? And for me, I'm a queer brown woman. So for me, protecting other people and marginalized communities and animals and nature, like that is part of my character and my morals and values. And also, one thing I've been like really understanding this past year is that I shouldn't be gentle parenting other adults. You know what I mean? I feel like I've just been showing too many people grace and just being so gentle and too accommodating. And the moment I slightly stopped that, everyone dropped like flies. Is that the saying? Everybody just dropped out of my life, and I was like, oh my God. And it's a reflection on me, right? Every relationship, I was listening to the podcast with Kiki Palmer and Oprah, and it's like, it's so true how any relationship, friendship, family, love, they're all a reflection of you and what you believe, right? If I'm choosing partners and friends that hurt me, disrespect me, can't meet any of my needs, then it's, what am I saying to myself that I don't deserve? I'm trying to seek that I'm not worthy of love and unconditional support, and that I have to sacrifice all my needs and my wants for someone else's happiness. That doesn't work over here, okay? That doesn't flow, okay? And Amber Akilla, one of her videos was so great. I'll put it here. I don't know which one because I like watch all her videos, but relationships should be like a ebb and flow, right? Like you're pouring into one cup and then the other cup, like an infinity sign. And so if only one person is pouring, the water will get stale. And, you know, for me, like, stale water, like, that is where bacteria grows. I'm having a tower moment. Honestly, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but yesterday I was just, like, really going through, and I was like, I want to off myself in Minecraft, of course, haha. YouTube, please don't. I don't even know, because I don't even know, but in Minecraft, I wanted to end my life. I took half an edible, and I was sobbing while doing yoga. And then I was like, okay, I really need just to rest because I pushed myself past my limit. And I'm trying to take a nap, half awake, half sleep state, and I'm woken up by noise and like someone screaming outside. And then I was in this like transcendent, freak. This word right here is how I felt. It's like in between sleep and awake. It was just a very peaceful feeling, and I really got into like that meditative state of, I don't even know the words. It just felt really good to reflect on like, what is coming to me right now? I thought, hey, you want to die? Why don't you just have a rebirth right here, right? Maybe it's not that you want to die, it's just that you want this reality to end so that you can build your new one. Is this copium? Maybe, right? Maybe this is cope, but isn't everything cope if you think about it? And so I was lying like this and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have my funeral right now. And I'm dead, and when I'm gonna sleep, and this is going to be peaceful, and this old life, everything has crumbled, and it has shown me that nothing I can go back to is there. There's nothing I can go back to. I just have to keep going, right? The only way out is through. So I'm like, when I wake up, I'm gonna shift realities, and this is gonna be Schmelly Monster 2.0, I guess. Probably at this point, I don't know, 69.0. For me, I'm like, I do not want to argue with people. I just want peace. And if people are going to bully me and neg me, and the people I love, I want nothing to do with them. And I wish them nothing. And I just wish them to leave me alone. So I just wrote random things, and I thought, oh, maybe I should just go through it. So the first thing says, it doesn't have to make sense to anyone but yourself. I really enjoy content where it leads me to be curious and question and listen to my intuition and my true calling, right? It's like everybody has a different calling, and if YouTubers or if influencers or people around you are trying to mold you into something, you in your bones you know that it's not true to you, then you don't have to follow it. And I understand that circumstances can get difficult where, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, even though you know that it's not what you're supposed to be doing. But I mean in the sense of like, if you have the freedom to have that choice, then you really need to listen to it, because it's going to be calling you your whole life, and you don't want to be at your deathbed thinking, I really should have listened to myself. I had there's this theory where all the answers to life are within you, and obviously these things are nuanced, but sometimes you just need different experiences to unlock those inner wisdom within you. And so being curious and playful, like you're a little scientist, right? Get on your lab coat and just play and explore, and, you know, you can have a hypothesis. I hypothesize that something very good is going to happen today. I saw that somewhere, maybe on TikTok, where someone said every day if you think, today something very good is going to happen to me, or something lucky is going to happen to me, you will be able to focus on that, even if it's a very small thing, right? Even if it's the fact that you get to wake up, you get to move your flesh suit and your bones and have a coffee, right? These, like, when it's really rough for me, I'm like, I really look forward to my drinks. I've been mixing coconut water and milk and frozen mangoes and blending it into a little smoothie. It's really good. These little things help me. Help me so much. Thank you so much. Coconut milk, coconut water, milk and mangoes. Thank you. Perspective, right? What was I talking about? I really don't know how I got here. Anyways, let me just keep yapping. Nearest payphone, 4 o'clock on the dot, pick up on the second ring. What the heck am I writing here? It says, be difficult, state your mind, do not bend. Be like water, you know what I mean? Water flows, and you can't tell water to flow the other way. It doesn't work like that, okay? You just have to accept it and figure out how you can work with the water. Next. It says, why is being the bigger person a scam? And yeah, as the great Ambericula has said, you don't have to be the bigger person. You know what I mean? Like, it is really like, it's so overrated to wish the people who have done you wrong well. You just have to wish them nothing. I reject you from my reality, and then be neutral, because you don't want to be sending them energy in any form. And hold on, there's a bug in my I can't get this bug out of the car, but it's okay. It's okay. Anyways, it's getting really hot in the car, and I'm gonna go get my ice cream soon, so I'm just gonna go over the last thing I wrote. When your environment doesn't match your reality. That has definitely been the theme of this year for me, and I think I'm going through this cocooning, and maybe I'm getting out of the cocoon and my wings are still wet, and so learning to fly is difficult. But for me, above all, I value my freedom so much. It's such a privilege to be able to have this sort of freedom with my identity. When I think back on my ancestors, my mother, my grandmother, the women in my family lineage, on both sides of my family, because I'm Azir Moroccan, which means I'm indigenous Northwest African and represent, okay, and half Japanese, and I was born and raised in Canada. And I just think, like, what a privilege it is to be able to live my life, although my life is not perfect, right? No one's life is perfect, and I do have so many difficulties and struggles. I have to see it through for the people who have sacrificed and have gotten me to where I am today. And you guys are going, whoa, Chris, you're Born Tired, what a great song. I was listening to it today. But it's so true, right? Like, sometimes you just have to cry. You feel great after. I'm allowing myself to cry and grieve this death process and understand that maybe in hindsight, right, looking for the silver lining, the bigger picture of maybe I needed to go through this to unleash my inner beast mode. Also, I've been playing The Wolf Among Us. That's been really fun. I kind of stopped because I'm on my period and, like, just don't want to be bothered on my period, to be honest. Today, I felt so poo, but I was just like, I need to push myself to get out of the house. If I only have the car for today and tomorrow, then I gotta use it. So what do? I go to the garden center, okay? And I get a coffee, and I go to Dollarama, and just, dilly-dally, right? You don't have to buy much. I bought, like, a $3 plant for my backyard because I need more pollinators for my vegetables. I've been helping my cucumber plants. Oh, also, I love gardening. If I can give people advice, like, please, you need plants. Like, and touching grass has significantly helped my depression and, like, my mental health. It's just like taking care of something that isn't you is so gratifying, because you can see physical results, right? And start with easy plants, right? Some plants you could just leave them in water if it's just like pothos, right? If you propagate it, and or if you put it in soil, you just need to water it, like, occasionally, and it shows you, hey, I need water, when it's a little droopy. And it's really nice. And this year I've worked really hard on my garden. It's so beautiful that I get to learn so much at every stage of this gardening journey, right? It's like when you start from seed, or when you first transfer the baby plants into the ground and into the soil, right? It's so beautiful to understand that when you put a seed in soil, it doesn't immediately come out, right? First, it needs to open the seed, and under the right conditions, it will start laying a little bit of roots. And then once it has the roots and the proper foundation, then it will come out. And it's just like learning I'm learning so many beautiful, magical things, and it's so amazing to like learn about how tomatoes have both male and female flowers, and so they don't need to be pollinated. They pollinate themselves. They just need a little bit of wind or like vibration to, you know, get it going, you know? And then cucumber plants are different because cucumber plants specifically have male and female flowers, and you can tell which one is the female because it always has the little like mini cucumber, and it's similar to like zucchini, squash, like those kinds of plants. And it's fun to give the plants haircuts, right? And I've already had like 4 cucumbers that I've eaten from my garden. I have coriander that I eat. I have rosemary. God damn it, animals keep stealing my little baby strawberries, and it's obviously, you know, I get it, it's the animal tax, but damn, when they, oh, and I have peppers too, but when animals like literally dig out my plants just to dig it up, they don't even eat it, come on. But it's okay, you know, I understand that, like, animals, they're just animals, right? I believe in animal rights and animal wrongs. It's just animal instinct. So, yeah, it's just really gratifying, and I feel so much privilege and gratitude to even have a garden that I can tend to. And really, when you get into the rhythm of doing something, it could be anything. It could be crafting, arts, gardening, walking, cycling, right? It's like when you're doing repetitive movement, especially when you're in nature, you will learn so much. You just have to listen. Like, everything is an opportunity to learn and grow if you view it as such, right? And so, yeah, I'm just like so happy about my garden. Like, that is like the one thing I know I can rely on, and like wake up in the morning, and like my dog loves being in the garden too, and it's such a beautiful space for me, and I get to enjoy the fruits of my labor right now, and it's amazing. I could just walk up to my garden and grab a cucumber and eat it, like, and I've been tallying everything, right? Because I want to see how much money I'm gonna save in the long run, right? Like, if how much the plants were, the soil was, and then how much every day just watering it. It's such a beautiful process. If you click this video and you're really going through it, what I like to do is I like to just sit down in a nice patch of grass and just fart around. Like, literally walking around and farting outside feels great. You don't have to fart, but like, farting makes the experience so much better. How sad can you be if you're like outside with your bare feet in the grass and like farting? You're just like, fuck it. I farted. Yeah, like, it's free. It's free, especially if you don't have access to, you know, support or therapy and whatnot. Touching grass, touching plants, it is such a healing process. There's a book that is on my like to read list. Shoot, I forgot what it's called. It's like The Garden of Your Mind or something. I'll put it here. I'm sorry if I get the name wrong, but it's a book about how being in the garden and cultivating your understanding with nature. It's linked to your mind. It's great if you've experienced trauma. It's great for healing. And trust me, and like, I haven't read this book yet, but like, from the gist of it, I'm like, yeah. If it's like free or if it's affordable for mental health, I've tried it. Okay, I will give you a list of things to do, right? Just start small. Give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, so that if you give yourself compassion, imagine yourself as a child. Give that child compassion. Give yourself compassion. Give others compassion. Radical acceptance, radical compassion, but with boundaries. And And boundaries doesn't mean you have to be announcing it to people where you're like, you can't do this, you can do that. It's just you're engaging in situations where you go, oh, I don't like this, so I'm gonna limit this. For example, for me, my own boundary is like anytime they raise their voice or they say with the first mean thing, I leave. I just excuse myself. I don't have to say, hey, you said that. I just go, okay, well, I'm gonna go, I'm busy, right? And you just leave, and that's that, right? And you leave them there. What else? It's not linear. Healing is not linear. You just gotta go, you just gotta do it. You just gotta be in the moment. Oh, meditation, yoga. They say, some people say that yoga is 50% the body, 50% of the mind, and you're just bridging the gap between those two. And I think that's such a beautiful way to see it, where you're like, body, I want to do this, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm alive, oh my god. Coconut water. Obviously, when I was a teenager, really going through it, like when I was in crisis mode, and like adults would be like, have you tried breath work? I would literally get so irritated. I'd be like, yes, I have tried breathing. And like, obviously when you're going like through extreme sources, like yes, if you have a safe space or people that can help you, or go get, I don't know, professional help, do it. Like, because healing doesn't look the same for everyone. When I used to do therapy, sometimes like to my therapist, I just wanted to be like, tell me what I need to do, tell me what I do, because I already intellectualized everything. And so I'm like, I know why everyone did what they did. I know why this person hurt me, and I know why I'm reacting the way I am. And I know why, like, you know, it's like, I've already intellectualized it. Why don't I feel better? Because I was not allowing myself to, I was not giving myself the safety of actually processing the emotions and what has happened to me. And sometimes when you're in survival, like, you're just unfortunately not given the time, grace, energy to do such. And so I wish healing for you, right? Like, even in like the smallest moments, right? If you need to cry, like crying, like in the shower, you know it's great having like orange in the shower and crying. Right? Like, do what you gotta do. And as long as you can, at the end of the day, you can say, hey, like, these are my morals, these are my principles, these are my values, and I'm working towards being a better person in this world and supporting people who need support. And, you know, one foot at a time. I don't know how this saying goes, but it's like, if you want to climb a mountain, it's one foot after the other. Right? You can't be at the base of the mountain thinking about it. You can think all you want. You're not going to climb it. You just have to one foot at a time, right? Building habits is the same thing. If you want to get better, or if you want to see change in your life, it's one foot after the other. When I was so depressed, it's like hygiene was really difficult for me. For me, like, I like brushing my teeth while I'm on the toilet. It helps, right? Because it's two birds, one stone, because sometimes it's excruciating. And if you feel like,
ew, you don't brush your teeth because you're too depressed and you have no will to live.
Yeah, like, some people are so depressed they want to end their life. So brushing their teeth is like not a priority. And so if small accommodations for you help, just try it, right? If it's brushing your teeth in the shower, right? What sensory, like opening a window, brushing your teeth outside, right? Whatever works for you. For me, I like brushing my teeth on the toilet because I'm sat. There's nothing for me to do. And then like it gets me going with the flossing and all like the rest of my routine. And then like slowly I was able to get back into flossing. And now I'm consistently flossing every day and brushing my teeth. I worked so hard to have a baseline function right now where I can function like a regular average human. I know for some people it's like yeah, that's normal. But for me, I worked so hard to get here. Probably my whole life, basically, I guess. But comparing is not gonna help me. I just gotta focus on like what my needs are, right? And like having a large glass of water near you so you can drink it, right? Or, you know, hydrating or eating properly, right? It's like one step at a time. Just try a little like micro of what you need. Whatever you can show yourself love in, it's great. If it's hard to take care of yourself, imagine you're taking care of the child version of you, or like, I don't know, the 90-year-old version of you, right? Hey, have you had some water? Do you want to eat something? Did you go to the washroom? Did you stretch? Right? And it's like slowly, right? I want to say I do yoga every day, but I don't, right? Like sometimes I just do yoga when I have physical pain, and then it reminds me, I really need to do this consistently. But it's like at least I'm doing something. You just have to think, what will cultivate joy, or like in this exact moment, what will help me? Will it be turning off this YouTube video and finishing my homework? Turning off this YouTube video and taking a nice stretch? It could be for 2 minutes, it could be for 5 minutes, it could be whatever. Do whatever in this present moment. Always check back and ground yourself. You're grounded. In this moment, what do you need to do? Oh my god, there's men over there. I'm scared. Please don't look at me. I'll put on a mustache so they think I'm one of them. Hey, fellow men, it's me. Oh, yeah, also that's one thing I've been working on for this year. Definitely my fear of men, of like interacting with the male species. I understand that not all men are bad, right? I've had beautiful experiences with some men, and I've had extremely terrible negative experiences with many men. Whenever I remember like bad experiences, or I go through bad experiences with men, I really try to remember the men who have given me the opportunity to feel safe and validated or heard. It's like, obviously seeking validation outside of yourself, like only seeking validation outside of yourself, is not healthy. But occasionally when someone validates your human experience, especially if it's like, oh man, I'm sweating. I can't wait to eat my ice cream. Should I just go in with wet pits? Hey, gonna get one ice cream? I'm just not ready for like the screaming children. Cause confirmation burp. I know there's a lot of things I just dumped into this video, and I just had to let my conscience speak. And I hope that you learned something. Maybe you can teach me something too. Teach me something, right? Leave a comment on, I don't know, anything. What do you look forward to every day? What coping mechanisms do you have? What kind of mindsets do you like to implement in your life to grow as a human? What's your favorite color? Really, this YouTube channel, I have so many like accounts that I keep making, and then I would overthink the way I'm being perceived and then delete it or just abandon it. Or like if people I know in real life have access to that account and then they're no longer in my life, I don't like posting, and I'm like, I know I should remove them and whatever, but I'm just like, this YouTube channel is mine and for my beautiful community. You know, this is like my little garden, and I really want to work hard on cultivating this, just like my real garden, right? Like I really want to tend to this garden, and I really hope I can meet like-minded individuals that also like see the world the way I do, and we can support each other and have faith in humanity. I'm sure a lot of people want to see the girl. I'm sure a lot of people in the world want to see the good in humanity and like bring goodness and love day to day. Oh, also I've been reading All About Love by Bell Hooks. Oh, chef's kiss! It's so amazing the way everything is articulated about love through anthropological, economic, communal lens is just so amazing. Reading it has confirmed how I've been also seeing the world and how I can express my love ethic to others, and just, you know, that like glimmer of faith, right? I'm 2/3 done of the book, and it's awesome. I recommend everybody read it. Bell Hooks is awesome. Awesome approved. This YouTube channel, like, I know it's just gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be going on adventures. I wanna be doing crafts. I wanna do what the heck I wanna do, and you should do that too, as long as it is from a place of love and you're not harming anyone. Do it. You know, you got free will.
Coconut water.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed filming this. Thank you so much for listening to me speak, and I hope to see you in the next video. I love you, Schmelly Monsters. Peace out.